Breaking travel news from across the world.
One of the key presentations at the 70th edition of IATA's AGM was a review of the economic health of the airline industry from the chief economist Brian Pearce, who starts with an overview.
Well, they're getting better. I think the patient's probably up and walking, but still on medication. I'd say. We're seeing returns on invested capital, which is the important measure for attracting capital. That's improving. We reckon that's going to be about 5.5% this year, but it really should be 7 or 8. It's still not enough to give equity investors the sort of returns that they're expecting, but it's moving in the right direction, and it's being driven by changes to the structure of the products. We're seeing ancillaries emerging as an important revenue stream. It's being driven by changes to the market structure, consolidation. The joint ventures across long-haul markets have been very important, and actually change of behaviour as well. We're seeing in some markets some rational decisions taking place.
So how profitable are airlines, and which regions are seeing strongest growth?
We reckon the industry is going to earn about $18 billion this year. That's after paying debt interest, that's after paying tax to governments, which seems a lot, but actually it's less than 2.5% of revenues. It represents, per departing passenger, I think $5.42, so that's a pretty thin and fragile margin. In North America, we're seeing the impact of changing market structure, consolidation, and the emergence of ancillaries really driving financial performance. We're expecting to see the US see their best year probably since the late 1990s this year. It's a really good performance, a sort of direction of the way forward. Elsewhere, it's an improvement, but only a gradual improvements, and we're still seeing problems in the Asia Pacific region because of the weakness of cargo.
So what is the situation with the cargo aspect of commercial aviation?
We're seeing some pickup because the world economy is getting stronger, and we're seeing cross-border trade sort of picking up in line with the world economy. But really, in a typical cycle, we'd see world trade growing at twice the pace that it is today, and air cargo benefiting off the back of that, and it's not. So cargo is still struggling because of a relatively weak demand picture, but also it's struggling because of the success of the passenger business, because that's bringing a lot of new aircraft into the market, and a lot of them have got a lot of cargo capacity. So yields are still falling. It's a tough business still.
Finally, what's been the impact on the industry of such high fuel prices?
We've never seen jet fuel prices at this level for so long, ever. They've been for more than 3 years up in the $120 a barrel area. That's been the most persistent period of expensive jet fuel that we've seen. Anyways, it's remarkable that the airlines are making any money at all, and I think it's testament to the innovation that's taken place, changing in market structure, changing in product. Airlines are making it work despite what's a very difficult business environment. High fuel prices have actually driven a lot of the beneficial changes that we've seen. They've driven changes in market structure. They've driven some of the innovation. They're certainly driving the replacement of fleet with fuel-efficient aircraft, which actually, this year we reckon there's going to be 1,400 aircraft delivered. That's an investment of over $150 billion. This from an industry where returns are not too high, but they're managing to invest in very fuel-efficient new kit.
So being more leaner and meaner is enabling the commercial aviation sector to ride the turbulence of high fuel prices. I'm Phil Blizzard for Breaking Travel News London.